Well, it's not my best, but for winds up to, I'd say 10 miles an hour, it's not too bad. Definitely done better. And just getting after 6 months of hell. It's pretty hard for me to cock my head back even on a bench, but it's a start. Man, it is windy out. But really, it's a little too windy to be shooting 300-yard targets, but hey, you don't get to pick and choose your days. You gotta take what you can get, whether it's sunny or too windy. Well, I'd be lying if I said that was easy. Walking to the 300-yard mark and back twice, cocking my head back, even on a bench, that's not taking a prone position on the ground into account, was pretty difficult. After about 35 rounds, my neck was pretty much shot. You know, after all this BS, after 6 months and 2 surgeries and proton treatments, you know, I've always had this, I wouldn't say numbness, but it feels like it's coming off Novocaine feeling. I've said that before. And the tip of my trigger finger. And after what I just did in this video today, that numbness is creeped all the way back down my trigger finger and halfway down this finger. And I feel a little bit of slight tingling in my right foot. So I'm definitely still healing. I have limitations, and I gotta know when to stop and not push myself too far. You know, when I first made this comment, when I started this video series of me fighting this cancer right here, am I gonna walk out of that hospital and this is all over with? Same way I walked in. Enough said. Let's get this journey going. Not only was it, now that I look back on it, somewhat egotistical, it was kind of ignorant. You know, I said I'd walk out of the hospital the same way I walked in, and I tried my best to do that, but now looking back at it, I'm not the same person. I'm not the same person physically. You know, I have this massive scar on the back of my neck. And, you know, I lost probably about 60-70% of the strength of my right arm. Definitely some of the mobility. I can't military press really anything anymore. So physically, that was very ignorant for me to say that. Mentally, for sure, it would take a lot for me to bring a tear to my eye. The statement of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger is definitely true. And you know, when you go through something like that, and you're able to walk out of that tunnel on the other side, it not only mentally but physically makes you stronger. And finally, spiritually, I'm not the same. You know, I've always been on God's side through this whole 6-month ordeal of me fighting cancer. But it's almost like I've renewed my faith in God and started a second chapter of my life. So, like I said, for me to walk out of that hospital the same way I walked in after getting a fist-sized chondrosarcoma tumor on my C6 and C7 cervical spine was kind of ignorant. So, other than that, I think for some wind gusts up to 10 miles an hour and fighting through the pain and the numbness in my fingers, you know, I'd say I did pretty good. You know, I had a couple sub-MOA groups here for sure. Some are right around one MOA, maybe a little bit over. But anyway, I would say it averages around about 1 MOA, well, even running on my software. But I think this is a good step in the right direction, and it's nice to be back in the saddle again. It hasn't been a battle, it's been a war. And a war consists of many battles. And I'd say I've been to hell and back, but it was more like going there, taking a vacation, and then coming back 6 months later. And hopefully, when I go back to Rochester on the 28th to get an MRI, a CT, and a whole body bone scan, and visit my doctor the next day, that he says this cancer is eradicated from my body. I think once you have cancer, you never truly are gone, or how should I say this? You're never over that battle. I think you're always fighting cancer once you have cancer. And I truly believe this. I think everyone gets cancer once in their life, and you truly are what you eat. Staying positive and having little stress as possible, and how your body is able to eradicate that cancer before it becomes wildfire and you find out about it, is really the big difference. So anyway, let me finish this off by saying thank you for your support on my YouTube channel. I think I just reached over 100,000 views, and I'm getting close to 1,400 subscribers. And I really am doing this to spread my knowledge. I know some people think I make crazy money, and trust me, I don't. Especially after blowing off all this ammunition, I'm way in the negative. So I really truly do this because it is my passion. But rifles and reloading, it's in my blood. It's who I am, and it's never going away. And I'm glad to be over this 6-month, not battle, but war with cancer, and I can finally move on in my life. So I just want to say thank you, and I'll see you later.